Hi there, my name is Dr. Ruairi Robertson and I'm a microbiologist. So I study microorganisms, so bacteria and viruses, like COVID. I don't study COVID, but it's an example of all the microorganisms that live inside of us. So I actually study all of the healthy microbes that live inside of us rather than the ones that cause disease. Like COVID. And I'm interested in how these different bacteria and bugs inside of us can actually keep us healthy. So this is called the microbiome, and the microbiome is the combination of all the different bugs that live inside of you. And in fact, we have about 40 trillion different bacteria living inside of us, whereas we only have roughly 30 trillion human cells. So we are actually more bacterial than we are human. And that doesn't even count all the viruses and other bugs inside of us. So if you were to weigh all of these bacteria inside of us, they'd weigh about 200 grams, and they might make up the size of your fist. So really we are covered in this jungle or this ecosystem of microbes which interact with our bodies in different ways. And so if you think about it, every food that you digest or everything that goes into your body from a medicine or anything you consume interacts with these bugs that are lining your intestines all the way from your mouth and when it comes out the other end. So these bugs are really, really important for digesting food, particularly fiber. So humans don't actually have the enzymes to break down fiber, and the fiber actually makes its way down into the lower gut where these microbes break it down. So what I study is how the different types of bacteria inside the gut can actually change our health and change how we digest food as well. In particular, we're interested how this happens in kids who don't grow very well in Zimbabwe and Zambia. So these kids are malnourished and they don't grow to their full potential, unlike most kids in the Western world, like here in the UK. So what I'm interested in is to see if these kids who aren't growing very well in Zimbabwe and Zambia, if they have different types of bugs inside their intestines, and whether these bugs aren't very good at digesting their food, if these bugs are changing how their guts work, which is causing inflammation and other processes in their body. And this involves me, unfortunately, having to take stool samples or fecal samples from these kids and reading the DNA or the genetic sequences of these bacteria inside their gut to see what types of bugs are living there. And I then compare that to how they're growing in the first couple of years of life and be able to check whether there is any associations between the types of bacteria there and how well they're growing. So despite having to work with fecal samples or stool samples every day, I find this really, really exciting because I get to study different types of bugs that are living inside of us, but also to see how they're affecting the health of babies and the health of children, and how we might be able to use this in the future to design new foods or treatments to help children grow up to their full potential. Thank you.